Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
All right. Good afternoon. How's it going, Miss K? Trader 007, Tony Gold in the house. What up? All right. What are we looking at here? All right, let's kind of go over the ES levels right quick. Show you guys kind of what we're looking for. So the 37 level defend was kind of called out already on Friday. It kind of already happened. He kind of said that like a quick trap below and then maybe a squeeze back above would be kind of be the ultimate bull case scenario. Since that's already kind of happened, the defend of 58 and the recovery of 64 might be kind of your next level of interest. Really depends on where price opens up at, right? Depends on where we open up at. I mean, ideally for me, I kind of like to see us gap down here into this zone down here. I don't really think that's going to happen. But maybe we kind of gap down below 12 and kind of get back above there. Any of these levels are probably okay on a failed breakdown perspective, on a failed breakdown basis. 91 is said that you could potentially just buy 91. But obviously the high quality breakdown is the 69 level down there. So it's kind of what we're going to be waiting on. If we gap down, we'll be looking for a failed breakdown on one of these levels. What up, Adam, son of Wall Street? How's it going, Trading Star? Boner candle. So anyways, as far as what I would like it open, I'd love for us to kind of maybe get below the 91. I could just long that area, potentially, but I don't really know what's going to happen at open. I guess we'll have to wait until open happens, and then we'll go from there. That's all you can really do. That's about all you can do. So we'll see. Obviously, we made another leg down on Friday after lunch. I will be honest with you guys. I did jump back on the charts Friday afternoon. I got on the charts like right here, this bear flag, and I was kind of ticked off because I was on my Take Profit Trader Pro accounts, and you know, I was up when I ended the stream, I was down $30. And then I got it in my head, I was like, oh, this is just a bear flag here, let's just take it. So I got short here. This doesn't look like a big pushback up, but it is in fact 30 points. I got short here and got chopped up with a very tight stop. And then eventually it went down and I was able to get my money back. So I did hit a about a $450 daily payout total on Friday on that account. Was pretty lucky with that, to be honest with you. So, what up, Casa? Shark Week? Yeah, no interest in that for me. So, bear flag, we did end up taking out a couple of more 4-hour swing lows. There's not really much interest until we get down. I mean, we're a good 400 points down from there. I mean, there's not much interest here. So, like, you know, as far as like what can we see happen here? Like the last couple of Sundays, we've had gap down, you know, and then sort of a squeeze back up to a key area and then push back down again. I'm actually a little bit concerned today that we don't get that. I'm a little concerned today that we just gap up and then maybe run to a key level and then maybe we get that next leg down. But I don't really know. I guess we'll see. Good morning, Alexi. How's it going? Shock Week. Anybody into the Shock Week? So, anybody going to watch the Shock Week? I'm not really into it, but ideally we want to see another gap down so we can look for longs, but I don't know. I am not sure. I have linked all of my accounts to the ES in terms of Apex, Lucid, Take Profit Trader. And that's, you know, so if we get a trade, we're going to take it. And I do not want you guys to be surprised if you see me walk away from the chart. Because I'm going to be honest with you, that is the plan. If I enter the trade on an ES level, I'm going to walk away from the chart because I am costing myself money. What up, Ethan? 3 trades last week. 3 trades. I entered. I did not take full profit on any of those trades. We actually got 4 total trades last week. On one of them, I did take full profit, but I was sized down on that one. I was only in 1 mini. The other trades where I win 3 minis, I didn't take full profit on any of them. In fact, 2 of the trades I stopped myself out for loss. And had I just held, we would have gotten $2,250 payouts 3 times last week, whereas we ended up with about $1,800 in payouts total. So I would have had like a little over $6,000, like $6,700 and $6,700 in payouts last week. So I'm going to try my best to just capitalize on that. What up, Jim? Single stock future plans. Nah, I'm not going to trade any of that. I don't really I'm not a huge fan of single stocks anyway. So I don't know. It seems interesting. Maybe later on we'll get into it. But for now, I really don't have an interest. It's height. Yeah, for sure. So basically, what does that come down to? I don't know. It depends on what happens at open, right? That's all it depends on. We gap up at open. You could try to long maybe the recovery of 64. 7506 recoveries could be potentially a spot to long as well on the ES. But you know me, I'd rather long from the lower ones. I feel more comfortable from the lower entries. But I'm going to try to be patient. The only way I'm going to hit the buy button is if we gap down right into the 91, 73.91, and just kind of tag it on a gap down. I might buy there, but other than that, I'm going to try to look for a clear failed breakdown recovery and go from there. Exclamation point MM in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. We are going to be giving away a My Funded Futures 50K Rapido account. Rapido. But yeah, we'll see kind of what happens here at opens. That's gonna be the tell-all. So what I'll do is I'll pull the ES down here. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. Boop, 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 boop. Let's hit that like button, guys, as we come in. Don't wait around. I'm not blowing any evals, Marcin. I'm not even trading any. Well, I do have the 4 Apex and the 2 Take Profit traders, but other than that, I'm not even trading any evals. Not individually. You can't get beyond the single future aspect. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I guess it'll allow probably more prop firms will come out with the ability to trade that, but I don't know. So let's see if we can find 5 points on the ES tonight somewhere. If we don't find it right here at open, we probably won't find it, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see. What's up, Sovereignty? How was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything cray-cray over the weekend? Cray-cray? Fun? Interesting? I don't know. Let me check this. Just make sure. Yeah, we're good. All right. Let's just double check the copy trader. Make sure everything is set up correctly. We're good. Oh, Jim can't talk about it. Oh, shit. But I could be your alibi, Jim. You saw the max indicator on my funded future short? Yeah. I don't know if you could hear him, though. I don't know if you could hear the actual bark. I need to find it and share that. I haven't done that yet. I did see it too, though. I did see it too. He's over here asleep. All right, we got about 3.5 minutes until open. You know? We'll see kind of what we get. Feel like I got to sneeze. You didn't need to watch the short. You was there live. See, let's go. The maxi indicator. I'm a little low on energy tonight, guys. A little low on energy. What up, Futures Trader? How's it going? Two minutes until open. 2 minutes. I feel like I got to sneeze. Mm. All right, here we go, guys. See what account I'm on here. 6-7. All right, got everything ready to go, I think. 1 minute. 1 minute till the bell, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute to the bell. Any idea what happened in the Middle East? Nope. Don't know. No clue. No clue. I'm really disconnected, unplugged over the weekend. I don't know what goes on. The only thing I saw was Patrick and ICT kind of feuding a bit, but that's it. I mean, it's basically par for the course there, right? That's basically what happens. All right, here we go, guys. Gap up. Holy shit. Gap way up. All right, kind of a recovery of 75.06 here we could look for. See if we get a recovery of 75.06. Can we get some acceptance of that area? I'm not shorting, but I'm a little bit worried about the a little concerned with such a big gap below. Your trader rate froze. Mine's open. Mine's up. I would need a close above 75.06. Kind of a decent amount of, I don't know. I probably would need 3 or 4 candles above there. So you guess it's over. It might be. 378 points. Just wowza. Wowza. Wowza, wowza, wowza. I mean, if it wants to come back down and fill the gap, that will give us maybe an opportunity, but what up, design? 1 micro when it finally did 50 points. Nice, Cussilisk. Why are your messages appearing differently? I don't know. What happened? I do not know. Trump administration signals that pause in Iran strikes will allow talks to progress. Hmm. Hmm. Is it a sign? You type Joom here and it turns into Lord of Love. Ah. It could be a sign. I don't know what to do here, guys. I'm like, it really puts us in a tricky spot here. Tricky spot. Maybe I have to wait until closer to the hour candle. Yeah. CEO almost hit a 10% move. Holy cow. I mean, I expect the next run up into I I expect the next run kind of up above 75.06 to give us something, but I don't know. I hate that that chart keeps disappearing. Yes, almost back to the open price. Yeah, it did kind of pull back quite significant. You guys see me enter the ES trade here, you're probably going to see me walk away here. I mean, I'm going to probably walk away until I hear some sort of noise in my headphones. Trying to move this over. Where's that other chart at? Where's the chart? Here? No, here. Um, hmm. I don't know. What'd you miss? Yeah, just a massive gap up. That's it. That's all. Just a massive gap up. We'll have to wait for Tom Sabo to go short one micro so we can fill the gap. Maybe. Maybe. Like before you type. Here's the thing. So traditionally, we could just buy the 75.06. I am not going to do that. I'm going to wait, let price move above 75.06, close above, give us a retest of 75.06, wait for the reaction of the retest, then I might enter. Then I might enter. Otherwise, I kind of want to see us move lower, potentially down into that, like maybe 64.58 area, but that's 30, 40 points at this point down. So we'll see. Wanted the gap down. My instincts kind of told me, I mean, I talked about it before we opened. Instincts told me probably gap up just based on how the 4-hour and the hourly chart looked. We ran a lot of sell side liquidity. There really was no reason for us to push much lower there, in my opinion. I do think that we could go lower, but I did think like the push back up into this 50%, maybe running the lunchtime high, kind of made a lot of sense. It did those things right at open, obviously. Big gap. I mean, if you're able to press buy there, nice, but you know, tricky to do there. Join the wiener race. Get in the wiener race. Kind of a bull flag here. Starting to coil in the 1 minute. Yeah. Looks like it might want to make another run for the high. But again, I'm going to need it to get above 06 here, really close above, give me some structure, give me a retest, then I'll be comfortable taking it. Until then, I need something lower. I really need like a pushback into the 58, something like that. $75.06 is a tricky level. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Mo. If you want to get in those blue chews, get in there and do it. What up, War is Exports? War is Exports. So, yeah. Not much to do here. We just gotta wait, which sucks. I hate that for us, but I'm gonna be looking at ESBN right now. I've already taken one trade on MNQ. I didn't show you guys it, but it was off stream there, a little $200 winner on a funded account. So I longed, just longed right it open. I mean, when you see a gap up like that, you assume there's going to be some sort of continuation. So I press long and just got the 10 quick points. So we'll see. We'll be bearish when New York session opens. It might be, right? What up, Tris? Listen, overall, we're still bearish right here, right? But I think if we can get back above 75.06 on ES, we can start that work our way higher there. That can be kind of the first. So I read you about the 75.06 level here. 75.06 is one zone. I gave this yesterday also. Wait, never mind. That's the wrong thing. So bull case Monday, 74.72 and 75.06 support with 27 resistance. Yesterday we broke the range down and likely expanded it in the process. Today 34 has been a key support held all morning. You can try the 75.06 reclaim after we've dipped here, return to it, and generated acceptance in the process. So that's what we're looking to do unless we get a move lower. So we can try the acceptance of 75.06 if we get it. If we don't get it, we don't try it. But we need to be patient with the entry. Need to be very patient with the entry. Normally on a failed breakdown, this push into the level and the push back into that same level, I would just buy that push back in. But I'm going to be extra safe here. I'm going to wait for price to close above, even maybe test the first level, pull back, test the 06 again, and I might wait for it to get right back above it one more time. That might be how safe I am. We'll see. Fill the gap with the most obvious move we expect. Yeah, exactly. And ES might tap that gap first. I mean, you got to see how close we are here. 86, we're 5 points off, and Nasdaq is still probably 100 points off, 75 points off. Although this does look bull flaggy, right? Does look bull flaggy. Now, on that big push up there, I mean, you know, sort of looking like we inverse the hourly. I guess it would take until the close of the hour here, which we already hit that first target anyway. So we can take 50% off. That's irrelevant at this point. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. 200-point gap between the previous day close and the open. We went short at previous day high at 96 on in Q or what? Here? Oh, here. Good luck, sire. Good luck. Oh, an ES? Yeah, could be a thing. We'll see. You know me, I ain't looking to short that ES there, Husky. Not shorting it, guy. Not gonna short it. I don't hate it, though. Looks like it worked out. How many points did you take? Did you take 5? Oh, you got 5. Let's go. It's like, how hard can 5 points be? You know what I mean? Like, how hard can it be? Pretty hard. Looking like a bull flag here on the 5 minute. On the old NQ. Not that clean of a bull flag, but 60 watching and 37 likes. Come on, guys. What are we doing? I know Husk didn't hit the like button. That old stingy guy. That stingy feller. Does kind of look like a bull flag here, but there's a pivot at 98. Let's go. Husk, I guess I'm waiting on a bigger move down, and if we don't get it, then I want to see some structure build above 06, and I'll take that level. But I don't know that we get it. There just may not be a trade tonight on the ES. See that button? Hit that button. Come on. Inside buy on the 5 minute. Oof. Bull flag. Bull flag's breaking here. See if we get another little pop here. A little continuation through the 31. That was that little high up there. That lunchtime high. Two minutes left on this 5 minute candle. I think we get above that 31 here, get a quick run up into this wick, kind of the 48 area. See if we get that quick run through the 31 there. That's the lunchtime high from Friday. Get back above there, seeming like we probably be able to break out a little bit here. I might try it over here off stream on a for 10 points. The breakthrough 31, I'm going to try it for 10 points. All right, long now. Looking for 39.50. I'm going to go stop to break even at this wick on the 5 at 37.75. So looking for 39, but going to go break even at 37.75. Kind of expected to just hit my target if it hits the 37.50. But we'll see. What up, Neo? New 5 minute candle in 45 seconds. I really like to be out of this by the time the new candle comes, but may not. May not be. You want some cotton candy? Let's go, Miss K. That's what Pine needs over there. He's got cotton mouth. He's got some cotton mouth going on. The question is, do I go break even? Okay, now we go break even for sure. Come on, get through there. I don't want to break even trade here. Hit it. Let's go. Just before the new candle printed. So up 200 on 2 funded accounts now. You're out. Let's go, Ethan. Quit 10 points. All right, Marson, see you tomorrow. That noon lunchtime high and low, Husk and I used to use that for kind of like a short and long area. So like kind of expecting this to move maybe 25 points above. We already got the 25 points below, got like 50 off a wick through it. Could have shorted it there, but I actually forgot that it was the lunchtime high. Did have an inside bar on the 5. 2 double inside bars on the 5, actually. Your gut feeling is it forgot the gap and runs higher? I don't know. I mean, it's going to fill the gap eventually. Just when? Is it going to be today? Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be a week from tomorrow? I mean, who knows? So when you got a 300 point move up, you got to kind of just go with that. What up, Matt? We are just chilling, waiting on a setup. Took 2 trades so far, up 195 on each account. So exclamation point MM in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway for a 50K My Funded Futures Rapido account. Yeah. Very, very good account. Very good, very good. I tell you this. I trades in the house. Boom, 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 boom. It's hot in here, guys. It's like 95 degrees outside. Who knows what it is in here? Probably 75. It's too hot. It's too hot, I know that much. But a big gap up there. I mean, you got a 200 point gap up from the previous day close. 306 to 501. And then another 200 point push up, 175 off that. So between it all, almost 400 points there, right? 380. So, I wanted to move lower, didn't get it. Kind of is what it is at this point. Really good drawn liquidity up there at 782. This is a nice gap inside a higher time frame. I think it's inside an hourly gap. Yeah. So a really, really nice drawn liquidity. If you go to the hourly chart, you'll see that 782 wick sitting inside that larger hourly. Actually, that's a 4-hour gap inside that 4-hour gap up there. This is an hourly gap. I think if we close up here, right, we got 30, 40, whatever, 44 minutes, 45 minutes. If we kind of close above this gap here, I kind of would expect us to move to that 782. Now, does that mean that we can't sort of, get back down here maybe midway through the gap and then kind of just continue higher? Yeah, that's not what that means. It means that we could still pull back, but you remember that price loves to bounce at about half gap, right? So if we split the two, we'll just call it 400. We'll just call 400 as half gap. It's a little bit above that, but yeah, this is kind of where price likes to bounce. Somewhere in there. So the 400 could be a spot to look for a long. He said he would buy options Friday after the dump down. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? Room, like if you're looking at the higher time frame, like a move up just made a lot of sense, right? It makes a lot of sense. I trades expect a half gap fill. It could happen. Yeah, it could happen. I mean, but we are 225 points away from that as well. So what's more likely to happen? You see how closer the ES is? You're probably going to get this gap fill on the ES first, would kind of be my lean. We're about 50 points off of it. And Nasdaq probably doesn't feel it, and you probably get a bounce. Like if the ES gets down here and fills the gap, that probably puts the NQ down here somewhere. And I would not be mad about that, but my general lean is we kind of want to see ES, you know, if we're looking at my ES chart here. What I would prefer to see is ES to kind of, you know, let's just grind up here. Let's get above 06, you know, build a little structure. I can maybe wait for the little retest here, and then I could buy here for the pushback up. So like right now, just considering where we're at, it's not likely that we're going to get these other scenarios where we test 58, recover 64, you know, not likely to get those lower scenarios to kind of play out tonight. Not very likely. No, I didn't buy options. No. I don't play the options game anymore. We used to mess with the options a little bit, but they were a little confusing to me at the time. I didn't understand a whole lot about them, and I mean now I got a lot more of a handle on them, but of what I expect with options. But yeah, like back in the day, I really didn't know a whole lot about them. '96 is a wall. Looks that way for now. Looking that way for now. But I'm going to be very patient going forward, guys. We've got 2 funded trades in, right? Up $200 on each of those. Like, I mean, that's a successful session already. What up, Charles? Get some music going, guys. We got to get some music. Get the slow jam going. Anybody know that song? Without me even letting you hear the music or the voice. The voice will give it away. That's tough. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Keep it on the down low.
There we go. That gives it away. He's singing it from behind bars. Man, we went right into that chop right away, huh, guys? Right into the chop. All right, I can't listen to that. I need something more upbeat. That's too slow. It's going to make me more sleepy. I need something upbeat. Who's a fan of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, guys? Chop Moto 8. Yeah, I think so too, Matt. Peanut butter and jelly. Do you mix the PB and do you mix the peanut butter and jelly together before you put it on the sandwich, or do you go peanut butter one side, jelly the other side? What's the play? What's the play? Me personally, I think you're a psycho if you don't mix it. Got to mix it up before you put it on the sandwich. If you put a peanut butter on one side and jelly on the other, you got to be a serial killer. Gold. Yeah, gold spiked up 41.10. Silver, nothing to display. On each side. Come on, Matt. You like to mix this, but a lot of times you don't to save time. Matt's the psycho. It's so much better mixed. Yeah, crunchy peanut butter. I'm not a huge fan of that either. I do like the smooth peanut butter. A splash of honey? No. I don't get too crazy with it. Not too crazy. Anybody cut the crust off? What's the deal with cutting the crust off? What's the deal with that? You can't stand crunchy peanut butter? All right, let's go. All right, kind of pushing back up to that 96. Are we going to bust through there or what? You never cut the crust off, but you avoid the end pieces. I mean, I don't know, Troop. I think I'd say the end pieces taste is just as good as the any of the other pieces. I don't know. They're same to me. You replace the J with some honey. Yeah, I've never tried it with honey. Never tried it with the honey. ICNT and Patrick are still back and forth. The crust used to be nasty as a kid. I don't know. Depends on the bread. Yeah, I guess that's probably true too. Well, I usually just go with the white bread. I like the white bread. Yeah, Matt, I forgot about it. I was streaming and forgot all about it. It's so funny, this feud. Hmm. Who knows? Who knows? Oh. Room, they're not open on the weekends, so overnight you'll get the approval. So it's already in your wallet, so it's safe to trade. I did the same thing. So at some point tonight it'll be approved. Your withdrawal request will be approved. But they don't work on the weekends. Husk, I'm waiting for acceptance of the area. So we'll touch on a little bit of a sensitive subject here for a minute. So if you guys haven't seen, ICT's created a code, right, with some affiliates, with some of prop firms, right? And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to donate any money to St. Jude," right? Cool. I think it's cool that he's going to donate to charity, but the problem that I have with every charity, this is the problem that I have. Like, look at this. How much does St. Jude CEO make? 1.5 to 2.4 million per year. Like, if you're running a charity, why do you need $2 million a year? And where do you think that money comes from? It comes out of your donations. So, I don't know. I'm all about donating to charity, but like, I want to donate to, not that St. Jude's a bad charity or anything. I'm not bashing them. It's just like, why does a CEO have to make $2 million a year? You know, if you're running a charity. To me, that's messed up. You got withdrawal in Rise Wallet, you need to make a passkey. There should have already been a passkey that you generated. So, he's donating it all to St. Jude. There are some charities out there where, they're non-profit, right? These are non-profit charities, but their CEOs are making millions of dollars a year. I just disagree with that. If you're non-profit, now, do they need to be paid? Sure. Sure, you need to be paid. 100%. You're doing a job, you need to be paid. Not $2 million a year. I'm sorry. That's crazy to me. That's insane to me. So, and it might be in line with what CEOs make, but if you're running like a nonprofit charity, to me, I just don't see a reason for you to be paid that much money. That is crazy. Now there's some out there that are good, that are, I'm not saying they're not good, but I would say there's others out there where CEOs aren't making millions a year. Yeah, yeah, I get it, Alexi. I mean, I get it. I get it. But just, it's one of those things where like you go through a restaurant, or not a, some fast food restaurant. It's like, "Oh, do you want to round up?" And like that's what your money goes towards. Like, let's say you round up $1. I mean, there might be 10 cents of that dollar that actually makes it, for use with the charity. And that's what I take issue with. If I donate $1, I want the entire dollar, for the most part, as much as possible, to go to the charity. So that would be the way I would be looking at it. Just making, I mean, that's a ton of money. 2 million a year. It's crazy. Just buy stuff for your kid's school. I don't know what the percentages are. I'd be interested in looking it up to see like what is the percentage for most of these charities. Are they using 90%? Are they using 50%, 40%? I don't know. I know there is like um there are some that use all of it. I just don't know which ones they are. I can't. I really looked into it. It would be kind of interesting. Yeah, volume's gone. I do know St. Jude's is one of the better ones. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not attacking them specifically, just saying that, that's a ton of money for the CEO to be making. Red Cross was the worst. It could be. I have no idea. I'm trying to see. I'm looking at a article now to see what they say, but it really didn't go into it. I mean, I feel the same way about like sometimes people trying to get donations on GoFundMe, right? Like, oh, um, whatever. And GoFundMe is a little different, but you have people who are requesting, they're looking for 50 grand, and then all of a sudden they get $1 million, like on a GoFundMe. I think you should be required to kind of spend that money in a responsible manner. You know what I mean? Charities have capital gains that are used to pay employees. Well, we know that some of the funds are used to pay employees. Cancer Fund America spent only 2.5% on cancer research. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy, right? A strike up a few. No, not with them specifically. I don't know anything about them. All I know is their CEO makes a lot of money. That's all I know. So I don't know what percentage of funds they're using. I think my former father-in-law used to. I think he used to donate to St. Jude's. There was one of, I can't remember. He had one that was a favorite for the same sort of reason, but so it says Feeding America directs 98% of its resources to direct hunger relief. Good 360, 100% charitable commitment. Direct relief 99%. Just curious. You raise money for St. Jude. Yeah, like I don't think St. Jude's bad. I'm just saying like their CEO makes a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. So it says 30 to 50% of the programs raise legitimate concern. I'm just kind of curious, like how much actually goes towards like research and stuff like that. It says on average 50 to 60% of the money. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious which one is like who's the best, right? Who's the best to give to? It's kind of amazing how difficult it is to find this information. Here's a Forbes article. Maybe it gives us some good information. Oh, here we go. So St. Jude's is rated number 3. They give 71% of your donations actually go towards, so that's a pretty good number. Actually go towards, what they're raising money for, their medical relief. It's not bad. United Way, 84%. Salvation Army, 83%. Habitat for Humanity, 82%. AmeriCares, 98%. Goodwill, 77%. YMCA, 85%. Boys and Girls Club, 81%. I'm just looking at the ones that have the highest number. Health Well Foundation, 99%. Like, to me, that's what you should be seeing, right? 95, 96, 97. Mayo Clinic for Health, 96%. So that's amazing. So they're using almost all of it. Shriners, 75%. Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, 92%. Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, 99%. Like, it's just, to me, it's like, how are some of these able to run 95, 96, 97%, and the others can't? You know what I mean? This is the top 100. And it's pretty interesting. So St. Jude is up there. I mean, they are up there as one of the ones that use a top percentage for. They receive $2.77 billion per year in donations. Total revenue of just over $4 billion. I guess 71% is actually, I mean, that's probably on the lower end. Feeding America receives $5 billion and they use 98%. Heard of the Mo Foundation? Directly to Mo. Bigger the charity, the more you think they give away. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The collectors take 50%. Yeah, it's crazy. Goodwill was like 70%, John. I was kind of surprised. Salvation Army, 83%. Habitat for Humanity, 82%. But it's amazing to see some of these here. I mean, like, look. Like these guys here, like, they're giving 98%, 100%, 99%. Like, if it's a charity and it's a nonprofit, like, that's what I want to see. 98%. That's where I want my money to go, right? I want my money to go to a profit, to a charity that's giving away or using most of the money for exactly what the charity is for. Shriners, 75%. And Shriners is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Almost $2 billion. That's insane. So 99%. Now, a lot of these are like food banks, but here's a cancer center giving away 99% of their revenue. Michael J. Fox, 89%. That's just interesting to go through and look at this when you're like really try to, you try to look deeper into charities there. Big charity in Canada donates 75%. Yeah, I mean, like, that's not horrible. I think the number could be bigger. They don't want cash anymore. They want you to set up a subscription type of payment deal. Somalia Learning Center. I have no idea cost this. Oh, a lot of that charity work is lobbying and politics. Yeah, it could be. You're probably not wrong there. You're probably not wrong. I've never taken the time to look at it. I've had a couple of people kind of tell me about it and say, yo, this is kind of how it is. you know, but when you really take a deeper look at it, it's like, man, so you're giving away X number, but then your CEO's making a couple million a year. That's a lot of money. And it is a big company. I mean, a $4 billion company is a huge company, right? Revenue wise. Top of the hour coming up in 10 minutes. Man, this might be one of those nights, guys, where we just kind of skip the ES trade because it feels like even if it triggers, even if we get above 06, like it might be something that takes so long to even work to where it just puts me through some sort of brutal mental struggle that I don't want to do. Yeah, 130K, that's probably on the low end troops, right? I would imagine that I would think they would make more money than that. I would say a CEO maybe 500K. 2 million is just that's a lot of money. Now, I guess in terms of like I guess if you want to be reasonable about it and say like, "Oh, okay, let's break out the calculator," I don't even know if I can go that high. What would we say? 2 million? Oh. Well, I guess I can just do the math there. That's like I mean, I guess it is less than 1%, but still. Yeah, Shawnee, just ranging. Probably not going to give me an opportunity, so I probably won't. I'm not going to sit here in front of the charts all night tonight and try to wait on it either. You need $69 for 1K payout. Let's get it. Well, ES is pulling back. ES is definitely a little bit weaker. I mean, if we're looking in terms of the gap, I mean, it's just right down there at 86, right? And we're right here at 92. Surprise. So, anyways, if you guys don't know, so ICT is creating a code with some prop firms, and he's saying that he's going to donate anybody who uses his code to St. Jude's, right? He's going to donate the proceeds to St. Jude's. And I guess he's making it out like, oh, I'm hurting all these people who have affiliate codes by me getting a code, right? He's like kind of saying that sort of thing, like, oh, these people are shaking in their boots because I'm getting a code and I'm going to donate the money. So I guess he thinks that everybody's going to use his code instead of someone else's code. Let's get a cock race. You're going to donate a 25K Lucid Flex. All right, we'll do that in a minute, Huz. So, I mean, I'm not concerned with it. Listen, at the end of the day, you guys use your money for what you want to use your money for. And if that means you want to use someone's code, somebody else's code, that's on you, right? If you think ICT provides value or you like what he's doing, whatever, it is what it is. I'm not concerned with it. Um, you know, is there a benefit? Can anybody think of any benefits to donating your code revenue? What could be the benefits of that? Can anybody think of any? Appreciate you, Mo. You the man. What could be the benefits of that? There you go, Mo. Taxes. That has a huge tax benefit. Huge tax benefit. Oh yeah, I got it, Husk. Also for attention, yeah, Costalisk is not wrong there. It does bring you more followers. But there's a huge tax break involved there. Let's say that your code generates $5 million in revenue and you donate all 5 million. That becomes a humongous tax break. So, well, whoever does it, Castle, whoever does it, whether it comes straight from the prop firm or not, um, which I'm pretty sure there will be some legality issues there because I don't believe the prop firm's going to be able to directly donate his revenue. It's going to have to be, because for tax purposes and legality reasons, I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be transferred from them to him and then from him to the charity. Because you can't say that it's his revenue. You know, I don't think it can be used for tax purposes if that would be kind of like a gray area. So I don't know. I don't know if he charges anymore. If Walmart asks you to round up any charity, yeah, that's what I do. I don't think he charges anymore, Casalisk. I could be wrong. I don't know though. He used to charge. He had an expensive mentorship back in the day. So, and listen, I use some of ICT's concepts. I don't hate ICT or by any stretch. It's just I do think that the guy's a little unplugged, mentally. Like he's a little, I don't know, he's a little strange, but we're all a little strange in some way, right? We are all a little strange in one way or the other. It is kind of comical to see him and Patrick go back and forth. A little bit of entertainment. I'm not going to use code ICT just because, you know, if I'm using a code, I want to, you know, I want it to benefit someone that I know. Husk, for example, I might use his code. Sometimes I use Pine. Sometimes I use Tom. Sometimes I use Terry. Sometimes I use Bear Trader. Sometimes I use, you know, it just depends. Just depends. I spread it around. I spread the love around. We spread the love. We did kind of leave a flat bottom candle down there at the 501. We'll probably come back and clean that up eventually. Some prop firm setup special for 40% off. Oh, I don't know. And see, now that will be annoying if they do that. If they give him like a bigger discount than they give everybody else, that's going to be kind of effed up, right? Come on. What's the best prop right now, Tony? I like Take Profit Trader and My Funded Futures. They're kind of right there. Trade Day is kind of a under the radar one. Lucid. I would say the easiest to get a payout with is probably Lucid. So I'd probably recommend them first. Then Take Profit Trader, followed by My Funded Futures. That sort of area. Yeah, they do that all the time, Casalist, though. They do that with Patrick and any other big influencer. They'll be like, oh, you know, they'll get a code and then they'll give them an extra discount, which is kind of like a slap in the face to everybody else that has a code with them. So it's kind of a slap in the face. So let's be honest, we work a lot harder than they do, right? I mean, they just throw a code up there and it gets used. We try to, you know, some people, we try to just, you know, we try to be consistent with our streaming, provide some sort of value. Making it back to the 21 EMA, guys, coming up on the top of the hour. So Husk has donated a 25K Lucid account. So what I need you guys to do in the chat, if you are not subscribed to Husk, you're going to need to go over and subscribe to him. I'm going to drop his link in the chat right there. And what I want to do is we need to at least see, like, let's just call it 10 subscribers. I know that's not the reason why he's donating, but let's try to get him 10 extra subs. Right now he's at, I can't even tell where he's at, so I won't even be able to tell. But if you are not yet subscribed to him, go over there and subscribe. Husk Williams, aka the Coke Can. There's his link to his channel. I'll pin it in the chat. But let's get in the giveaway. If you're not in there, !MM in the chat. We're going to shotgun it. So I actually don't get in yet. Let me reset it to 1 minute. You already subscribed? All right, let's go, ICT. All right, I got 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute on the clock. There's the 7 o'clock hour. And go! !MM in the chat. This is for a 25K Lucid. Courtesy of Coke Can Husk. Courtesy of Husk. !MM in the chat. And guys, remember, I had a couple people email me and they say, hey, I won an account on Friday. Guys, if you're into the race, that you're not winning the account. What was the last job, Huskin, you were talking about the other day at My Funny Futures? The last job. Oh, ICT. It was just a joke. We were saying that he used to be a porn star, basically. All right, let's get the Husk giveaway race going right quick. So remember, if your name is chosen right here, you're not a winner. You are just simply in the race. You're in the race. I have people, Crystal sliding her way in there. She's got that BBC she's always wanted. Keith. So yeah, I have people emailing me going, look, I won. Like, no, I know it says you're a winner in the chat, but no, you're just participating in the race. You're only a winner if you win the race. Investors, let's go. McTodd. ICT Breaker. Edna. Con Divergence. He's conning his way to Divergence. See a lot of OGs in here. I like it. King Evans. And I think this is Mad Moxie, last but not least. There we go. All right, let's get it set up here. 60 seconds. Let's shuffle it up, shuffle it up. Shuffle it up, shuffle it up. No, John, I'm not. This is just extra giveaway because Husk donated an account. Con Divergence out to the early lead with the big appendage. McTodd not to be outdone. Poor little, I can't even see who that is in there. Who is that all the way over there? King Emmons. He's so small. Holy cow, guys. Is the black one actually going to win this time? He's looking like he's got the lead here, guys. He's looking like he's got the lead. You don't like the huge one? Oh, Mad Moxie making a run. Can she catch him? McTodd's trying to go too. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. This is going to be the first time the black one's won. Con Divergence is a getting it done. This is not actual representation of the real life size. Okay, guys? Hey, Con Divergence, congratulations. You have won a 25K Lucid Flex account courtesy of Husk Williams. Send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com. Include the email screenshot showing you logged into your YouTube channel, top right hand corner. Click on this screen, and there you go. So bada, 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 and I'll get you the code over to you. I think Con Divergence has won before, so He knows what to do. But no, I'm not leaving yet. You wasn't expecting the huge one to win. It's the first time it's won. So there you guys go. You know now that it is legitimate. Okay, look at this, guys. We're starting to get a little bit of a momentum candle here. Anybody say anything? Anybody see a tweet or anything? He's very lucky, Mo, both in size and in the account. He's very, very lucky. All right, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the other giveaway for a 50K rapid account, rapido account afterwards. Yes, big black penis. That's what it is. All right, maybe we get a shot here. Maybe we get a trade. I'll have to walk away from the chart if we do get enter, guys. If we enter, you're going to see me walk away from the chart. And I'm going to go cry in the corner until I hear target field on my headphones. You were bored Friday in full sent it. What happened, John? That account that you got? Or did you get an account, right? No, you didn't. Or did you? I don't remember. All right, looks like we might get an opportunity over here. Kind of got a bull flag over here on this chart. Little trend line looking thing. What up, Francis? We got a little Kenny up there. You wanted to lose to 25K. Oh, yeah. If you're sending it, it's going to happen. Count your money. Guys, one thing I didn't want to mention, I want to give away the 3 Take Profit Trader evals. If we it's the same, pretty much the same spot we were in last month. We need Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We got 5 full days. And I think we need somewhere around 40 accounts. Let me show you guys what we need. I think we need about 40 sales. Last month I had to like pull out all the stops and call and message everybody. I don't know that I'm going to do that this month. We need, we need less. We need 25 accounts. So we need 25 account sales. That's effectively 5 per day. We can do that. If we get the 5 per day, then we get the 350K test accounts to be able to give away. We could get that. It's possible. Bull flag looking like it's about to break over here. The dealing's done. Push up to 646 kind of makes sense here at least. That's the end of the low resistance liquidity. What happens beyond that, I don't know. If I didn't have, if I haven't already made my money, I would take this, but little breakout here. Yeah, you can buy account TPT with code MM. That's it. NQ Expert. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Easy peasy. Nice looking breakout here. Again, what am I looking for in the ES, guys? I'm looking for acceptance of the 7506 level. That's what we're looking for. So I'm not just going to buy the push through. I'm going to let it push through, close above 3 or 4 candles of acceptance, and then maybe a retest of 06. Once it retests, if it dips below it and recovers it, then we will buy. You the man, EQ expert. Appreciate you. That would be 24 out more needed. But we got until Friday, so not a ton of time, but there's some time there. Do I have the same number of days in this month that we had last? I don't know. Let me look. Do we have one less day in last month? So if we did, that would be nice because, yeah, last month had 30 and this month has 31. So we should get a decent amount of renewals on Thursday from the people who bought last week or the last day of the month, last month. What up, Kid Poker? How's it going over there? Jen, yes. How's it going? Let's roll. Somewhere I gotta go. Green Day, let's go. Me too. So far. We want to keep it that way. Need another 300 for $900 payout. Let's do it. Oh, we got a little max bark there. What's that mean? What's the max bark mean? Gotta run that 647 level, you'd think. Getting a bit of a stall there. Retesting the 9 and the trend line here. What up, True? How's it going? Mad Moxie, Room Beats. We'll be doing the another shotgun giveaway. I canceled it for now, but we'll be doing one in a bit. All right, we're 7 points off that 75.06. Can we get above there and hold it? I mean, the problem is, man, I know if I enter this trade, it's going to take forever. Oh, man, it's going to take so long. I guess if it triggers, we take it. I don't know. Problem is, I said I'm going to walk away if it triggers, and like, what I'm going to do, walk away from you guys for 35, 40 minutes until I hear. I did one giveaway, yeah, Rue. Of course, John, of course. I would prefer it quickly to finish. Of course. Of course, we prefer to finish quickly. All right, let me get this going. I'm just waiting, guys. I need this, you know. Been missing the giveaway lately? Yeah, it's all right, though. It's all right. You'll be here for this one. I had to shotgun it. I shotgunned it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. If this is not boring, this is boring. This is bad. It's bad. If you sign up for TPT or Apex affiliate, is it possible for my details to be seen? I mean, I don't think so. Nasdaq's bearish, sort of. I mean, TPT's going to know your name, right? Nobody else will know it, but sometimes, well, I don't know. You're not really. Here's the thing, Room. Like, some prop firms reveal your email when somebody buys something anyway. Now, I don't know your real name, so I don't know what email is yours, but some do. Yeah, you should be all right. I don't think so. Nobody knows my real name, you know? They think my name is Smith. They have no idea what my real name is, my legal name. They only know the name that I give them, that I tell them. Isn't that right, chat? You don't know my real name, John. Elena? No, that's not it. It's not it. That's the name that I gave you guys, that I pretended was my real name. So nobody knows my name. Nobody knows my name. Nobody knows my name. FSP hides his name. Not hard to find somebody. Let me be honest. Room, I could find you without very much effort. I'm sure I could. It wouldn't require very much effort. You challenge me? Oh. Uh, I could find you. I could figure out who you are. It's an ancient Greek name. My name is I don't need to think of a good one. 55, $50? No, I wouldn't hide I don't hide myself, Austin. Room, I could find you. I'm telling you, I could. I'm not going to tell you how, but I could if I wanted to. I don't want to. I got no reason to. I could figure it out. I could figure it out. First off, I just offer Michael $50 to tell me. You know what I mean? Easy peasy. I'm free rolling. I got a particular set of skills. Yeah, of course. No, everybody's on the internet for the most part. For the most part. Difficult to hide your identity on the internet. It's difficult. That's why I don't even try. I just like, it's fine. Oh. How do I know you're not Michael? You could be. You could be. It could be your alter ego. Michael is his alter ego. Woo, look at that nice candle. Mm. I think Room Beats. I think Room Beats' real identity is inner circle trader, right? Yeah, he's going to be held captive by the market makers. He probably lives with Tom Sabo. Guys, this thing is just not doing anything. I mean, like, it's completely unplugged. ATR is super low. I guess it's about average for this time, but like, man, after that initial kind of push up there, just really not making anything happen right now. ES is holding up right there at the 7,500s. It's not really getting through there. As a public figure, do you not get threats? No. I do. So, Room, I have people message me from time to time. It's like, oh, hey, man, my power's going to get cut off or, whatever, that sort of stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm not a rich person, right? So I don't really get, I don't, listen, guys, I effectively live paycheck to paycheck, just like most people in this world. So, if my paycheck didn't show up, it'd be a tough month for me. Would I survive? Sure. But because, I'd just make it happen another way. Do what I have to do. But I'm not a rich person by any stretch of the imagination. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Did we leave equal highs right there? No. At least not on the 5. Borrow some from us. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I do. Myth, I don't win the next giveaway. I'm going to come to your house and eat your dinner before you get home. Well, Mo, the problem with that is I usually have the dinner in the car with me. Don't forget Chick-fil-A, right? Don't forget. If people are asking for help because of XYZ, that's understandable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the thing. It's like, but you never know who's. The thing is, when you give money, like, let's just say someone's standing on the side of the road, right? And they're holding a sign, homeless, anything helps. At the end of the day, what they do with the money is not really your concern. The good deed is helping them, giving them the money. If they go buy alcohol with it or drugs with it, that's kind of on them, right? So once it leaves my hands, it's kind of, you've done your good deed. Beyond that, like what else could you do there, right? So there used to be a guy that used to come to my Rent-A-Center all the time when I was the manager at Rent-A-Center, and his name was Squeaky because he would squeak his teeth together, and so it'd make a squeaky noise when you'd hear him coming. And he was homeless, and the only thing he wanted every single day was alcohol. He wanted a 40 ounce. And so he would come in and he'd say, hey man, I'll sweep the parking lot for $2. You know what I mean? I'll sweep the parking lot for $2. And I'm like, all right. So I'd let him sweep the parking lot a lot of times. I'd give him $2. He'd walk right next door to the liquor store, get him a 40 ounce. That's what he wanted. That's what made him feel good for the day. So, yeah, like I said, Mo, there's the attention. But, I offered him food before he didn't want it. But it's so funny because, like, one day my regional manager came in and Squeaky was out back at the dumpster, sort of going through the dumpster trying to see if there's anything in there that he might want. And I never cared if he did that. But she's like, hey, you need to call the cops. There's somebody in your dumpster. And I was like, no, he's cool. He's fine. So he's a nice guy. He was just homeless. And he's just one of those people who's like, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I want beer. I want a 40 ounce, So. Oh. But yeah, once it leaves your hand, once the money leaves your hand that you're giving somebody, that's on, what they do with it's not your concern. In my opinion. And if you are concerned with it, just don't give. No big deal. I don't usually carry cash with me that often, so I don't usually give that often, but if I have some cash and I see somebody holding a sign or something, we try to give if we can. I do hate when people are homeless. I mean, I wish people would make better decisions. A lot of times when you are homeless, it's not because of it's typically your own fault, right? not going to say that all scenarios are that case, but like it's usually because of some sort of, drug addiction, mental health issue, something like that. That sort of thing. From what I've seen anyway, in my experiences. So, I have a cousin just like that. He's in prison a lot, or jail a lot as well. And when he gets out, he's just homeless. And he could not be homeless. He chooses to be homeless. And he chooses the bag, even though he doesn't have to, right? He doesn't have to, but he chooses to be that way. So, digging through the dumpster the business owned until they chose to just throw all the shit out. Yeah. Could tell Squeaky get off the alcohol. Yeah. I mean, you could tell him that, but he's not going to do it. Yeah, Squeaky would actually clean up around the dumpster in the parking lot, so he wouldn't throw. He'd be respectful of the trash there because, you know, he would a lot of times be the one cleaning it up just for a couple of bucks here or there. That's the thing about Squeaky, though. It's the difference between him, right? He wanted alcohol, but he didn't ask you for the money. He's asking, hey, is there anything I can do to make a couple of bucks to get some alcohol, right? So he's not asking you for a handout. He wants to actually do something for you to be able to get the money for the alcohol. So at least that, that's better than just asking for money with no, not being willing to kind of work for it a little bit. So I'll tell you guys a story though. So Squeaky, I lived just outside of Athens. So I used to live in downtown Athens. Right downtown. Doesn't really matter to me if you guys know where it was. It's a street called King Avenue, right downtown. And so my work was about a half mile away on West Broad Street. Well, Squeaky hung around in Baxter Street area as well. He hung around that area. So I don't know if you guys know, my brother, I have a handicapped brother. And my handicapped brother doesn't understand. He thinks everybody has good intentions and there's not a bad person in the world, right? That's just his mentality. So one day I came home from work and Squeaky's at my kitchen table eating a sandwich. He's at my kitchen table eating a sandwich. So I asked my brother, I'm like, yo, what's going on here? He's like, oh, he knocked on the door and said he was hungry. So my brother just let him in and let him fix the sandwich. Just not realizing the danger that could have been, because you never know, right? So, I had to let him know, like, hey, you can't just be letting people in. I mean, like, I get it, he's hungry, right? But wait till somebody's home to where we can, make sure that it's a decent person or whatever, that they're not going to take advantage of you. But Squeaky was like, hey, what are you doing here? I was like, I live here. He's like, oh. So obviously I knew Squeaky had no ill intentions, but you just never know. Yeah, he is, Mo. He is. Trust me, Room. I tried to give Squeaky some encouragement. I talked to him about, like, hey, if you're willing to work, there used to be a place across the street. You did not have to have an ID. I can't remember what it was called, but it was one of those work daily places and get paid daily. And it was called Labor Ready. So he could just show up there at 6 o'clock in the morning and they would give you a job for the day. And they would pay you minimum wage and you got cash at the end of the day. And many, many times I tried to tell Squeaky, like, hey man, if you're willing to work for your money, why not just show up at Labor Ready? You're going to make enough in a single day to cover a hotel room and some food and, a couple of drinks if you want them. But no, he just didn't want to do it. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, we're doing one NQ expert at the end of it. Squeaky didn't know where I lived. He randomly knocked on a door. I'm assuming that's what he used to do. Is just randomly knock on doors, and it happened to be where I lived. So, yeah, Labor Ready. We had one like right across the street from my place. You could literally show up there in the morning, make 50, 60 bucks, Really, no questions asked, just kind of a labor job. Yeah, for sure, Mo, for sure. There's quite a bit of homeless in Athens. I mean, I think the homeless population in Athens is a relatively small city. It fluctuates between 800 and 1,200 at any given time. Um, Quite a few deaths during the winter in Athens as well. You're talking about a city that I don't know what the population is now, but I would say from one side of Athens to the other is about 20 miles. Not that big, right? Not that big. Yeah, for sure, Mo, for sure. But if you're doing the right thing, Mo, hopefully there's somebody in your family or someone that you know that's maybe doing a little better than you are that can help you out. You know, most of the time when people end up homeless, most of the time, not always, they burn bridges. So Clark County, if you're correct, is the smallest county in Georgia. It could be. I have no idea. But obviously the population fluctuates dramatically when students are in versus when they're not, right? So it's 127,000 population of Athens. And that probably increases by about 50K when school's in. Let's see. Yeah, my brother's 49. I was trying to see how many people. Back in high school, I used to work at a local outdoor supply store, tent sleeping. We'd have homeless come in all the time to buy stuff. Dang. Yeah, that's true. So 43,000 students. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a, I mean, it's not really a very big city. Not really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's either a choice or like, you've made bad decisions, you've burned bridges, whatever. Some sort of some sort of drug issue or something like that. Let's see. '05 to '09. It's going to be a little tricky if 8 o'clock comes and we're not above 7506 and then we just kind of burst above there. It's going to make it tricky. So, room, I'm just giving that as like a theoretical example. I'm not exactly broke, but like, I'm not wealthy either. Listen, I have a big family. A lot of people don't understand, like, you know, um, providing what I can for my kids in terms of helping them have a head start in life and the things that are important to me. And those are some of the things that are really important to me, right? I want my kids to have a head start in life, not kind of start behind the eight ball with student debt, student loans, car payments, things like that. So I'm trying to provide my kids a bit of a head start, and my kids are in an age where, um, a couple of them are, one of them's about to turn 18 here in a couple of weeks. I already have one out of the house. I have another one that's 16 to be 17 in a month or two here. So they're just at an age, where it costs a lot of money. So cost a lot of money to do things to, you know, man, I am a little tempted to buy the '06 breakout, but I said I wasn't going to do it, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be patient here. Let it get above there, and then we'll look to enter. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing, True. Like the money to me, like the things like that mean nothing to me, right? They really don't. They mean very little to me. It affords you the ability to be able to do some things, experiences, and things like that are more important to me than having money in the bank. So it's kind of the way I look at it. We'll save, like, it's one of those things, right? You can't take the money with you. So spend it. Can't take it with you. And one of the things that's cool, um, this is not a gig that I have to retire from, right? Do I have to retire from trading? Nope. Don't have to retire from trading. I can do this for the rest of my life. As long as I'm mentally there, I have the ability to do this, right? So, as long as I keep that mentality, keep that mental state good, we're good. But yeah, I do try to save, but it is difficult. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult to save. It is difficult. How many kids you got, True? I have 8. But understand listen, this is the thing about me as a man, right? And a lot of people don't, they don't have this ability, they don't want this ability, whatever. So out of my 8 kids that I'm responsible for, 3 of those kids are my biological children, right? That's it. However, I treat all 8 of them kids the same. I treat them just as if, I love them the same. I treat them the same, right? So, yeah, investors, I want to go to probably 4 or 5. I would like to. So, I would like to. But yeah, I try to treat all my kids fairly, try to treat them all the same. So, but just trying to give them a little head start in life if I can. And if I'm not able to, hey, I do the best I can. All 3 the same mom? No. So I have 2 with my ex-wife. I have a stepdaughter with that was my ex-wife's first child, but I treat her the same, right? You selling them for a good price? No. So my oldest 23 is actually my stepdaughter. That was my ex-wife's first child. Then I had 2 with my ex-wife, and then I have 1 with Crystal. Maverick, who is 3 years old, we have together. And then Crystal has 3 kids from her first marriage. Her first husband passed away of cancer. And she has 3 kids, Jason, Jackson, and Jules. 16, 15, and 12. And then Emma is 8, and she is Crystal's sister's child that basically has lived. Crystal's had her since she's about 1 year old, I think. So she's effectively adopted her. But I'm kidded out there, Mo. If the Lord blesses me with more, then we'll take it. But not planning on it, that sort of thing. So 1K payout secured. Let's go. You got the 300, Mo. Nice. So, but I'm not perfect, guys. I'm not perfect by any stretch. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that. But I do try to do right by my kids. Try to. Are they spoiled? Yep, probably. Probably. They probably are. And I'm okay with that. All right, guys, here comes the '06. Man, this is going to be a tricky area. We're like 15 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Oh, this is going to be so tricky. Got a severely autistic 12-year-old and ain't easy. Yeah. The thing about my brother is like, he lives with me, obviously. He's not difficult to take care of. He just, between trying to um be there for all the kids and that sort of thing, and I take him to church every Sunday, just trying to do the things that he needs to do also. And we went and visited our aunt today. He likes to go visit family and stuff like that. So it is tricky. All right, here's going to be the close above here. I want to see a few candles kind of accept this area, even move up higher. That's fine. And I'm not going to just buy this breakout here. I'm going to wait. I mean, I thought about buying it because I think the run through the 10 level makes a lot of sense. Because we got that wick sitting up there from the open. The 0950 area. I want to see acceptance of this level before I buy. Really want to be patient here. And again, understanding that we're 11 minutes from the top of the hour, which could change anything. So. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I do want to do something special for my brother for his 50th birthday. It's going to be in October. I don't quite know what yet, though. Man, do I take the retest here? So if we double top here, this could be a spot where I could take the retest. I don't know. No, my brother doesn't have kids. He's never been married, never had a girl. Well, he's had a girlfriend, but he's never done that stuff. You gonna take him to Vegas? Hit the strip clubs? Eh. Might be hard to get him to leave at that point. All right, so how many 1 minute candles have we had above here? 3. About to be 4 in 30 seconds. Let's take the peak on Friday and then sell it. Oh man, this is such a tricky spot. I think if I do take this, I'll probably, if it pulls back to the 06, I'll probably take it off at the 0975. All right. Oh, what happened there? I don't like that when it says, so it ran the high there. I don't know, Room. I'm not sure how you would just look at news. I just look at, I mean, I just look at all news. And if it's, if it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know what that said. 558, 598. Oh yeah, I knew that. Did I accidentally put that one on there? I guess I did. So I'm looking to maybe buy this. Actually, I need to take this off here. Let's just wait for it to retest. I want to kind of see it retest, hold it, and then push. I feel like, I feel like if I would have just bought the breakout here, it wouldn't have pushed up there 5 points like that, but you know. Previous day high sitting up there 734. Where's it on the ES? Did we already take it on the ES or we're nowhere near it? I don't see it. Next up resistance is 75.16. Man, this is going to be tricky because, like, I just don't like the fact that we're coming into 8 o'clock. It could give me what I want really quick or not. Oh, you expect the doubling to start now? What are we talking about, True? Hmm. I'm tempted to just drop the order at 0575. I mean, to me, this is acceptance of this level. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about to be 8 candles closing above the 06. Rubber band packs in my wall. All right, I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to buy the 0575, guys, and I am going to walk away from the computer if I get tagged in. I have no idea, Mo. I just think we ran a lot of those lows. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. All right, if we get tagged in here, guys, I'm walking away from the computer. I'm telling you right now, until I hear something in my headphones saying order, field or whatever. See if we can get tagged in here. 3 ticks away from being tagged in. All right, it's getting in here. Well, I guess I may not be able to walk away from it. All right, top of the hour in 1 minute. Do I protect myself here? By the way, just locked in a $1,200 daily payout. I took it off of here on the other ones. 450 times 3. Or 435 times 3. Said I wasn't going to, but I don't know. Going into this top of the hour is a little sketch. I think what I may do is protect myself at the top of the hour here and then re-enter if it retests the 06. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Obviously, we'd like it to just go. There's 8 o'clock. Retest the 06, I'll just get right back in. I like it to just go, though. Come on, get up there and touch that 4-hour NQ. 4-hour gap up there, 745s. Think if it pushes up there, that would get us home. See me over there trying to get the direct retest at 1 tick below, and it freaking 3 ticked me and then went. Rude. Come on, get up there. Market only goes up. Well, yeah, after it stops me out. Come on, you're really going to do me that way. Looks like it's going to do me that way, guys. Why didn't I just walk away like I said? Come on, pull. I want you to pull back now. Give me the entry. NQ just not wanting to go here, huh? All right, we're in. All right, now I'm walking away from this, guys. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I think I can hold this. I think. Matt, I walked away for a minute because like I've been having a problem holding these trades. So, although I'm gonna be honest, I don't like if this thing doesn't get back above '06 here, it's gonna be a really big concern. All right, Shawnee. It's turning up. All right, Matt says it's turning up. I'm going with that. What up, Lucky Mon? Happy Sunday. Come on, get up there. Get through that area again. Arrgh. Trying to just not touch anything, guys. Because what I do is I always touch it and I mess it up, and then it goes anyway. Although this '06 area is a tricky area. We already know that. So, like, that's not the reaction we dream of. Normally, I would just take it off right here and then it would just pop and go. So let's see if it does that. Yeah, a little better entry. You're not wrong. This is a bunch of accounts room. There's one funded account on this. Apex funded. These are all the accounts that are in that trade. You can see daily payout accounts have already been locked. 435 times 3. Yeah, I got one PA account. Oh, I'm sorry. All these Lucids are funded too. So six funded accounts are in this. What up, Punisher? Risking $500 here, so going to be tough on those Lucid accounts if this loses. It's going to be basically half the drawdown. Not going to be fun. So let's just, go with the plan here. Stay with the plan. See if it can bounce. Thing is, like, I psych myself out on these trades all the time. And then they just bounce and they go. So that's my plan is this week not to do that. Don't psych myself out. Just be tranquilo and let it do what it do. Anyone ever buy an account from Funded Futures and the data was deleted? From My Funded Futures? Yeah. The data sometimes is delayed. It takes a few minutes for it to activate. Yes, Room. I only take the Mancini trades. That's all I've taken on those accounts for the most part. Now, Friday, we did some degeneracy that I'm not proud of that wasn't Mancini related, and I did hit a daily payout of like 150 on each account, but yeah, it wasn't good, trust me. I saw the negative $30. I was negative $32 per account, and I just didn't accept it. I was like, oh, I can get that back. You know how that goes. So let's get it up there. Trying to just wait, guys. I'm gonna manifest it. It's gonna go and hit my TP. No doubt. It's gonna do it. I will be pretty close to a payout on Apex if this can hit the TP. I think I'd be like less than $200 away. Come on, squeeze it! Squeeze it! Now this is where it gets tricky because I've been wanting to move the stop and stuff. Can't do it. Hands off. I'm trading a mini, Room. This is a mini. I'm trading 3 minis on the other accounts. The Lucid onboarding experience is the worst. Yeah, I could get it. I could understand. Zero information, no communication. Yeah. Have I made the gold play? I didn't take any gold plays tonight, Lucky Mon. I didn't even look at gold other than I saw it rip up, and that's it. Come on, go! Get up there. Reward Methodical for following the rules-ish. Reward that sorry SOB. Guys, you don't know how bad I want to just hit exit right now. You don't know how bad I want to. Or move stop to break even. ES back above the VWAP here. NQ getting stopped by the VWAP there at the 650s. Come on, ES. Squeeze it up, man. I need 3 more points. Just give it to me. I'm not asking for much. Not asking for much there, ES. There we go. That's a nice little squeeze. Come on, hit it. The 150K, I'm using 3 minis, room. 3 minis. I'm risking 1,500 for 750 per trade. I only made 435 because I took it off early again. But mainly because it was the top of the hour coming up at 8 o'clock. I give myself a little leeway for that, but it would not have hit 5 points. I'll show you the executions in a minute. But it would not have, it would have lost. It would have stopped me out for a loss if I didn't take the money there or re-enter. Now, I did not re-enter on this trade here with the other accounts. I'm locking in that $1,300 payout. So you can see there it went 4 points. I do like the fact that we're above the VWAP on the ES and the NQ here, so I do expect it to continue up. But why let it go red? Yeah, that's true. I wasn't going to, Austin, and that's why I was like, that's why I just took the money. And then at that point, 435, like I figure I'm like $1,300 is better. Like, why risk it, right? I guess I could have sized down and re-entered. Maybe go 1 mini and only risk a $75 red day. I didn't really think about that. I guess I could have. See, this is what gets me right here. Like, it pushes up there 4 points, and then it starts kind of, you know, dicking around a little bit. Makes me want to just close it, but I'm trying my best not to. This is where I really struggle with this stuff. Don't mess with the trades. I can distract you for someone. Go to Twitter to code the tweet. Yeah. I know pretty much what he's using. He's using the midpoint, the high and the low. I mean, like there are certain levels in between. It's just kind of wicks. You know, that's what he's really using. Key levels on the higher time frames there. Come on, man. Don't make me go through the red again. I don't like how NQ's back below the VWAP. Come on, squeeze this up there. ATR has increased pretty nicely here, 28. Oh, goodness, guys. Oh, man, see, I would normally have moved the stop there 100%. I hate that the ES is losing the VWAP. I'm not a fan of that at all. Oh man, see, I was up $200, but because of the rules there, I'm not moving the stop. It is what it is. If it loses, it loses. I'm not doing it. Yeah, Wick's a swing point. It's the same thing, Room. Wick and swing point are the same thing. That's going to hurt so bad, guys. If this thing hits the stop, man, after being up 4 points and only looking for 5. It's going to be a big swing down 500 as opposed to up 200. But maybe it'll push back up there. Maybe it's just teasing me. Maybe it's just teasing me. I don't know. Sure doesn't look like it, though. Nah, I think I'm getting stopped here. I thought that before, and then it turns back around, so. Bounce at 600. It could. How is a wick and a swing point the same? Because it just is. I mean, a wick is a swing, right? See this wick here? That's a swing. And it's the same idea. Eric Pica's a sale. Well, man, that's an annoyance. That stops me out. That's going to be annoying. We're going to need a big Hulk Smash boner candle out of nowhere here. Just don't know that we're going to get it. Now, see, this is the thing that drives me crazy, because like when I break the rules, it always goes and hits the target after I stop myself out. It never does this after I stop myself out. If you get what I'm saying. Like, it never saves me when I stop myself out, when I break the rules. Looks like one of the accounts already stopped out. What was that? So I guess one of the Lucid Flex must have blew. Because that top one's not moving anymore. It's out of the position. Oh man, that's gonna be so frustrating. You know, if I would have moved the stop, or if I'd have taken short profit, it would have just kept going. That's the problem with that. And so now in the next trade, it's going to psych me out. It's going to psych me out on the next trade. Just took me out of the apex, I think, because it hit the daily loss limit. We'll look at the positives, though, right? What are the positives? I'm following the rules, so even if it stops me out, I'm doing my best to follow the rules, and I guess that's what's important. Now, if this thing runs now after it stopped me out of the apex, I don't understand why it stopped me out of the apex. It says negative 500 on apex, but everything else did, because like it's a $500 stop loss. That's where my stop was. So apex must have got a worse feel. But that is frustrating. I mean, the only positive is there we locked in a $1,300 daily payout. Maybe I should have broke the rules there. I don't know. I don't know. Why would it stop me out of that Lucid account though? Because there should still be $300 more to draw down in that account, even if it hit 500. Maybe that one had a little bit weird, I don't know, balance or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, room. I'm way past threshold on that. I mean, I've got 900, 154, 935 on those three. So I'm going to take out $1,300 tomorrow. You know, after the split, I don't know what it'll be. Or, yeah, tomorrow night. No, I didn't move it, Alexi. It just pushed down there and kissed it one tick away. It did stop me out on Apex though for $500 on my Apex funded, which is so it's weird. Like I don't really understand. I mean, I think it's going to stop me out anyway. It's probably going to be insequential, but it's not going to matter. But these Apex accounts are still in, and it stopped me out of that one for $500. I guess I should have just taken the $200 and ran. I don't know. I'm being hindsight, being in hindsight trader there, right? Because that's still breaking the rules. Threshold is $4,500 on 150K take profit trader. Anything over 4,500 you can take out. You can also just close the account at $4,500 and take 2,250 if you wanted. So theoretically, I could close those accounts and take nearly 246, almost 7,000, $6,750. So they didn't pull back to Friday's high, only $2. Yeah. They don't want to listen to you. If you get down very much, it's just best to take the trade off. Yeah, I probably, so Austin, like, it going 4 points there, I probably should have went break even, right? But again, that's just being hindsight. It's just being hindsight there. Because like most of the time there, if it goes 4 points, it goes to 5. So yeah, you got to make $9,000 to pass it. So I've made the 9K to pass, and then I've made the 4,500 times 3 to get to the buffer. And I've taken, this will be my 6th daily payout overall since I've got the accounts funded. You just took a long entry, looking good, Adam, so far. So the issue is, like, even if this pushes up here and hits my take profit, it's going to be annoying as hell. Like, I'm going to feel good because, like, we follow the rules, we hit profit, but then, like, the Apex took a daily loss limit, and then one of the Lucids smoked, obviously, which I can replace it and try to pass another one. And I mean, that's what I'll do with these two if they fail, but just kind of annoying. I guess, I don't know. Should I have taken the 200? Obviously I should have, but like, it's also breaking the rules, so maybe I shouldn't, that kind of thing. But here's the trade I took over here on these. I got in a little bit earlier because I pressed the button on these first. So 3 points, 450. It never went to 5. I kind of killed it right there at the high. As soon as it hit this high, I just killed it. So I've already went through these and made sure I exited all. Let's just do it again, just for good measure. And then I'm going to close these out. So it would be nice if this thing pushes up here and hits the take profit. I wouldn't be mad at it. See if NQ gets through that VWAP there. ES is approaching it at 75.04. That's good momentum back up there, though. You see how long I've been in this trade? Like, I mean, we got in this trade 10 minutes before 8, and then we re-entered on the retest. I have no idea, Adam. Maybe Trading View. I don't know. I'm not sure. I put it on. You can put the levels and stuff on Quantower. What platform are you using? Are you on Trade8, Quantower, Ninja? There's an indicator for all that on most anything, almost all platforms. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea, Adam. I have no clue. Wish I could help you more, but I don't know. There isn't one you can vibe code and indicate. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, no matter what happens with this trade, right? I can't complain about tonight's sort of uh can't complain about the results. Yeah, it's gonna suck if I'm red on those accounts, but it is what it is. We are up $200 on Bewley on the two funded Buell and Ox accounts. And then you know, obviously the take profit traders, we hit the daily payout on those. So I guess when you hit a daily payout, you can't complain too much. It will suck to sort of lose those lucid accounts. You blew your Bluesky? That sucks. It would suck to lose the lucids. The question now is like, does it get, if it gets back to break even, do I just take it off and just lick my wounds? I don't think so, because I've put full risk on. You may as well hold it, right? Nasdaq's approaching the VWAP again. ES still hanging out below. Nasdaq unable to break it, unable to break through that downtrend there. TPT takes a cut, yeah. That's okay, room. I mean, just wait until you get, you know, 37 more dollars. Remember, 251 you need to request yet. 251. So looks like you remember that. That's okay. Did they go ahead and approve yours now? Let me check mine. Yeah, because they'll take 40 more dollars if you don't, if you take it out now. So you have to weigh whether or not you think it's worth it or not. They haven't approved mine yet. Mine's not approved yet. Guys, we're gonna do the giveaway as soon as this trade ends, and we'll be done for the night. No matter what happens with this trade, I'm gonna be done for the night. Oh, it's 50 bucks. That's, to me, it's probably too much. I'll probably just wait until you get a few more dollars in there. We're gonna shotgun it, Alexi, so it'll be a few more minutes. However this trade turns out, then we'll shotgun it. What's going to suck is if this does blow, if it, you know, probably blows the lucid, right? Apparently. I don't think it blows. Can't tell. Maybe not three or four of them, but I don't know. Apexes I'm not so worried about. I mean, those we can, those are evals. We'll work those back. Take profits, again, those would be red. I could try to work those back. So, can you get a new lucid account in Australia? Let me look. I think so. I don't think Australia's not banned on any country prop firm listed, are they? Restricted countries. All right, let me look. Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Angola. Yeah, so I don't see Australia on there. So yeah, you can. What kind divergence can you join? I mean, sure. Why not? But if you win, the chat might come for you. Oh, goodness. I didn't plan on staying on this long, but here we are. I mean, don't tease me, ES. If you're going to get up there, get up there. I mean, Nasdaq's already made it back above the WeWop. Join it. Join the good old NQ. You guys want to party together up there. Get up there. Don't you do it, NQ. You better get your asticles up there. Come on now. Be a good girl. Here, let me give you an idea of what I want you to do here. All right. Whoop. You dirty-minded people thinking that was a wiener. That was a hand. Where's a Trump tweet when you need one? That makes the market just go straight up. It gives me $1,000 of slippage. Positive. Appreciate you. All right, guys. I think this is probably it. Can you get in the giveaway? Yeah, Corey, we're going to start it in a few minutes. Just hold on. We're going to do a 1 minute shotgun. 1 minute shotgun. Bang, bang. Should I move my target up just in case we do get a Trump tweet? I do think this is about the time that he sits down on the porcelain. He sits down on the throne about this time of night. What do you guys think? Well, I think that's going to be RIP us right there. NQ losing the VWAP one more time, trapping in some longs, just to dump it. It did leave that wick down there at 579, relatively equal lows. Looks like it's going to want to go take that out, probably take us out with it. I'm going to be sad, but not that sad because we did make $1,300 today. It will be exclamation point MM in the chat, Corey, once I give the signal. You got to know the signal, though. Usually it's go or now, enter now, go, that sort of thing. Got to give the signal. But not yet. Make sure the live button is hit, though. Make sure the live is red. Your live button's red. That way you're not behind on the stream and miss it. That wouldn't be good. I don't know why this thing keeps doing that. I don't know how to make this be always on top. It's fine. Guys, I'm not going to show you my account numbers, you know. I don't want you guys to know if I'm on a sim account. I could be on the sim 101. I'm not going to show you my account numbers, though. I'm not going to show them to you guys. I'm going to just show you this. Room, make sure you're not 40 seconds behind. Hit the live button. All right. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Show me the credit card number. Decline. Declined. $1,300, pretty nice little payday. I'll take it. Guys, I think I'm only at like 17.4 or something like that for the year. So $1,300, I mean, like, that's almost 10%, right? It's almost 10% in one day. Let's go. Almost 10%. The goal is to make 5K this week, so it's a decent start. It's going to have to all be on TPT accounts now, though, it looks like. I was hoping to get these Lucid accounts there, but at one point we were only like $500 away in two trade days, but back-to-back losing days have done us in, looks like, potentially. Potentially. Maybe I should have sized down. I don't know. It's all Sean's fault, exactly. Huh. Well. All right, stopped out. Let me make sure. So it does look like, what do we got? Okay, so I do have a little bit of drawdown left on these. Maybe like 100 and... See, that one had a lower balance for some reason. So I still have about $150. It's not all's gone there. I can... $150, guys. That could be a full port on an opening range play. On like the morning opening range, the pre-orb one that I like. We could do that. Sad, right? I mean, this trade here was up 3 points. This trade here was up 4 points. I didn't take any profit. I didn't move the stop. I stopped out break even here, and then I re-entered here. Now, did I make a mistake here? Now, I will say this. This entry here, what I should have done on this, not that it matters, it would have been inconsequential, but I should have waited for the push through and then bought here. Still would not have went 5 points. Still would not have went 5 points. So, it's all right. Payouts year to date flawless. I don't know. It's somewhere in that. I think I just crossed like 18.5, something like that. Certainly lower than I want it to be, but my expenses are pretty low. I don't think I've spent maybe like, I don't even know what it is. I haven't looked at it in so long, but I mean, my expenses are really low. I'm in the green. I'm in the green. I think my expenses are around like, what were they last time I looked? And I may be off on this a little bit. I need to go back through here and re-add this stuff up. I write everything down, but it's not always added up. So, where's my expenses? So I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's around $12,000, maybe a little more. 12,704, I think is what it was. Yeah. So I'm in the green, like $6,000 or $7,000. I don't know. I've been getting a lot more payouts lately. So, Wild Deuces, you've been streaming? Oh, I'm joking, Wild Deuces. I'm joking. Show your account numbers all you want. It's literally, account number means nothing. Means nothing. The only reason why anybody would hide an account number is because they're probably trading on a sim account and they just don't want you to know. Right? I mean, I could just squeeze this thing over and squeeze this thing over. Right? And I could just make it as small as I want, and I could just show you what I want you to see. I don't know. I'm just saying there's no real reason to hide. There's no real reason to hide your account numbers. I guess most people do it more or less because they don't want you to know how many Apex accounts they've had, stuff like that. So none of that stuff I ever care about. How many Apexes have I? What? I mean, I done did this squishy thing now, and now it's like, it doesn't matter. It don't even matter. But anyways, let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. You got 1 minute, guys. Exclamation point MM in the chat. You got 1 minute to put it in there. And go. Now is the time to go. That's the time to go. Exclamation point MM. Now remember, guys, we're drawing for the penis race. You are not winning an account when I call your name out here. We're just drawing for the penis race. 30 seconds. Exclamation point MM. So yeah, I'll have to find a good pre-orb trade that I like and full port those Lucids on it. We'll see. 150 in drawdown. One winning trade will get me back to 350. Actually, if I full port, might be able to get more than that. Maybe it gets me back to 400 or 500, then we'll be able to take another trade. We'll see. And the 10 entries are going to be the 10 people into the race. Marthav. Probably Martha. Yay! Sane. The chart terminal. Mindful to markets. Speed runner. Man, you need speed in this game. Miss K911, she's going to call 911 if this doesn't get finished. Trend strike. Ray CO4. Man, CO4 sounds like an explosive. Chai Q. And last but not least, Prop Trader Pro. We're going to randomize here. We're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You're not even getting your hopes up, Miss K? Okay, okay, okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Da 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 da. Go. Trend strike with the early lead. Of course, he does have the biggest equipment. Oh, Miss K's the tiny one. Miss K's the tiny pink one. I haven't seen the tiny one win yet, Miss K, so let's see. Let's see if it can do it. Who's going to take the early lead? Chart Terminal trying to just ease past the trend strike there. Chart Terminal taking an early blast off. Martha over there in the background trying to keep up as well. This is going to determine it right here. Miss K hitting the CO2, wait, the NOS button. I think it might be Chart Terminal with the early lead here. Miss K's the tiniest. Look at her. Still so tiny. Chart Terminal with the early lead. Can he hold on here? Can he hold on? Does he have what it takes to finish her? You didn't get an entry room. Well, did you not enter? Hey, Chart Terminal. Congratulations. Chart Terminal, send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com. In the said email, please include your email for My Funded Futures. And click in the top right-hand corner here. Screenshot this. Show me you logged into your YouTube channel. And that's it. And I'll get you a 50K rapid over to you. Guys, it's going to do it for me today. Once again, some red, some green. Locking in a $1,300 daily payout. Not going to be too upset about it. Did lose one Lucid account. We're red 500 on a Apex funded. We're green 200 on a couple of other ones. So overall, you know, kind of a mixed bag night, but that's okay. I could have taken green, right? I could have taken green. I was up $200. Not trying to be greedy there, but just trying to follow my rules. So tonight they cost me. The rules cost me. Most of the time they don't. So it is what it is. I do appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to help support the channel further, remember, code with Apex is MYTH, Myth. Code with every other prop firm is code MM. We still need 25 sales from Take Profit Trader in order to hit the bonus to be able to give away 3 Take Profit Trader 150K accounts. If you want to pick those up, Lucid MM, Take Profit Trader MM, My Funded Futures MM. You guys get it. Trade Day MM. They're all MM. I'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Do appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you then.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, hear army fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty gal, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.